Welcome to Real Time, where the pros hook up. Today, we head to Rockport, Texas to fish with the MLB World Series winning Cincinnati Reds relief pitcher, Nasty Boy Norm Charlton. But before we head out with Norm, we take a tour of Fat Cat Boat Works in Corpus Christi for a look at their super fast fishing boats that bring racing performance to the avid angler. Welcome back to another episode of Real Time, where top professional athletes and coaches go to get hooked up with great outdoor fishing adventures. Real Time is brought to you by Fat Cat Boat Works in Corpus Christi, Texas, bringing performance racing to the avid angler.
Hey folks, welcome to Real Time, where the pros hook up. We're fixing to run over to Rockport, Texas and do a little fishing with World Series champ relief pitcher Norm Charlton. First, we got a little treat for you. Bronson, why don't you tell us about it?
We're with my good buddy Wes here. Wes and I go way back, and we're rolling on a Fat Cat boat going offshore out of Corpus Christi, Texas. Tell us about these boats.
Boats kind of evolved from a history of racing, and we're just trying to put together some of the fastest tournament boats there are on the water. The ride and the handle is incredible, and we've got the new 400. There's only a couple in Texas, and we happened to get our hands on one and put on this 26D right here. We're gonna see how she handles offshore and go get into some big fish.
Sounds good to me, man. You should have seen these boats on the water yesterday. We were flying down that
Well,
bay.
they're fixing to sail.
Hey, you want to get to the spot first to be the first one to get a big trout or big red? You better get one of these things and get there quick.
Let me tell you folks, if you're tournament fishing, it's a Fat Cat, so you can be the first cat to your spot.
Had a little bit of a boat ride out here, but I tell you what, this Fat Cat handled it. We're fixing to get on some fish. Captain West, what do you think, man?
I think there's plenty of fish in here right now. Looking for snapper, could be grouper. You never know, bottom fishing. It's anything can happen out here. I say we can get some lines wet and make it happen.
That's what I love about that blue water, man. You never know what you're going to get.
That's right.
Captain West has some fresh squid to bait our hooks up to drop down into Texas state waters for red snapper, fishing on the bottom of a wreck he has marked close to shore.
We got a squid going on here. It's hard for him to turn that down. We're gonna get bit in a matter of seconds here.
You know what, I was surprised at the boat ride. You wouldn't really think of one of these cats being an offshore boat because, you know, it works so well in the bay, but man, that was a comfortable, smooth ride.
Yeah, sure.
Just drop straight down until you hit the bottom. Bring it up a couple reels, wait a second, rip your lips off.
The great thing about fishing in offshore waters is you never really know what you might catch when you drop your line down into the water.
There you go. Get on it.
Of course, we are targeting red snapper today, but you don't really know what you have on the end of your line until you crank it up to the surface and see what you've hooked. It's always nice when your buddy takes you out to his favorite spot and puts you on a nice fish on the first drop down to the bottom.
That's a typical Texas state snapper, right?
There you go.
Even though this red snapper is no monster by any means, it looks like we'll all be eating fresh fish tonight.
They all eat up just the same.
Yes, it is.
I'll tell you that one right there is a good eater fish. So while we're out here fishing for snapper, checking out this Fat Cat boat, this bad, fast, sweet boat, Mark's going to tell us about what we got coming up with Norm Charlton.
Hey, I tell you what, we've got Norm Charlton coming up, one of the original Nasty Boys from the Cincinnati Reds World Series champs. This guy, he's unique, he's a heck of a fisherman, and he's had a heck of a professional career. Y'all stick around, we'll meet you over in Rockport.
Stick around for more Real Time where the pros hook up after this commercial break. Real Time where the pros hook up is brought to you by the following sponsors. Fat Cat Boat Works in Corpus Christi, Texas, bringing performance racing to the avid angler. Power pole shallow water anchor, swift, silent, secure. Hook spit, performance fishing rods and apparel. Coleman, outdoor gear for camping, hiking, and tailgating. Carhartt, durable outdoor and workwear. 13 Fishing, make your own luck. And Costa Del Mar sunglasses, see what's out there. Evolved from a history of racing, Fat Cat Boatworks bring performance racing to the avid angler. Fat Cat handcrafted American-made boats are designed for speed to get you to your favorite fishing hole before the competition. Fat Cat manufactures both inshore and offshore, high-quality, 100% composite, totally customizable, unique designs. And Fat Cat is the only boat available with the patent-pending hydraulic raised center console for spotting tournament-winning inshore flats fish schools, designed to elevate you to the podium. And Fat Cat proudly sponsors Real Time, where the pros hook up. Hey, you want to get to the spot first and be the first one to get a big trout or a big red? You better get one of these things and get there quick.
Let me tell you, folks, if you're tournament fishing, it's a Fat Cat, so you can be the first cat to your spot.
Fat Cat boats are available at Ron Hoover Marine and at fatcatboats.com. Welcome back to Real Time, where the pros hook up. Today we are snapper fishing with Fat Cat Boatworks out of Corpus Christi, Texas. We can't wait to show you more of their unique racing fishing boats. But before we get back to more snapper slapping, we head to Rockport for an early morning on the water with Major League Baseball's Cincinnati Reds World Series pitcher, Nasty Boy Norm Charlton.
We got our reputation the first game of the season in 1990 against Houston. Glenn Davis was our big power hitter. Tom Browning was our opening day starter. We started the season in Houston because it was a lockout, short spring training and all that. And Browning had pitched against Davis in some B games, and I think Glenn had hit a couple home runs off of him. Browning was pitching him away, and Davis had hit some home runs. So start the season, Browning like, I'm going to pitch him in. But Browning hit Davis twice opening day, and then either Randy or Rob hit him a third time. But a reporter came over after the game and said, hey, they're talking about retaliating, throwing at somebody because y'all hit Glenn Davis 3 times. Well, we were looking at our radar times, and Randy goes, they want to hit people. We didn't throw a pitch under 96. If they want to hit people, then we're in. That's fine. Reporter's like, well, that's pretty nasty. And Randy gave this little jolly jump around. Oh, that's how we got it.
I like that.
The value of pitching inside. It's hard to reach out there and get that outside pitch if you're worried about being stood up. Rob was kind of the guy that was considered the hothead.
Al, I heard you were the hothead.
Well, Rob got credit for doing a lot of the crazy stuff, but I was the mastermind in most of it. John Franco was our closer in '89, and we traded for Randy Myers from the Mets in '90, and that's when Lou Piniella came in. And Randy and Rob and I got together. I was a left-handed setup man, Rob was a right-handed setup man, Randy was the closer. I told Randy, we said, look, here's the deal. Whenever a problem arises, we'll take care of it.
There you go.
When you're in the game, you finish the game. We don't need you getting fined or suspended. If one of us gets suspended, the other one can carry the load for the 3 or 4 or 5 days.
Well, yeah, the nasty boys.
But we don't want our closer getting suspended. So whenever something happened, Rob and I were the ones that took care of it, you know. Ever been told by a coach or a manager that we needed to hit somebody? They probably told us more times, hey, this is not the right situation. You know, we got a 2-run lead, 7th or 8th inning is not the right situation to hit somebody. We hit them anyway, struck out the side, or we didn't listen a whole lot.
Yeah, I believe you. Sends a message, huh?
Yeah.
Who's next?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if we can get on some fish then.
After retiring from baseball, Norm made Rockport, Texas his home, and he enjoys sharing the outdoor fishing experience with both seasoned and beginning anglers alike. Norm has a game plan for fishing today out on the water.
Well, the game plan is we got a little light southeast wind. Our fish typically bite early on a full moon. So we're gonna fish with croakers here in the morning. Try to get that first morning trout bite. It'll last for an hour, hour and a half.
All right. Well, let's see if we can get on.
Let's do it.
We're probably in 5.5 feet of water. Got a nice sandy bottom, and there's some grass beds out here. So ideally, as the sun gets up, you'll be able to see them a little bit better. So we'll cast to those grass beds. What this croaker wants to do is he wants to swim down to the bottom so he can hide. So we'll pop him every once in a while, keep him up in the middle of that water column where anything swimming by can see him. We want these croakers to be up off the bottom, swimming around in the middle of that water column, making their noise so they're easier for the trout to find them.
Yeah, you got a porpoise that'll come and get these things. Porpoise are pretty good at coming and getting them. I think look at the top, shook his head, that's how we know it's a trout.
There we go. It's keep. No, that's a little short.
Very short.
Let's throw him back. Get it. Porpoise.
Porpoise got him, yeah. That's,
You see that? Porpoise just suck him down.
Pitching against Oakland in the World Series, we really had a really tough series against Pittsburgh the series before. And we went into Oakland. We pitched really well against Oakland.
Y'all weren't favored against Oakland.
No, they were favored to sweep us, and we ended up sweeping them. So, you know, pitching and defense is what wins championships. You know, those guys bashed. They were the Bash brothers, and they bashed all years, and they beat up on the teams they were supposed to beat up on. And then they ran into a pretty good pitching staff and a really good defense that we had. As a trio, we had a pretty good series. We had a pretty good playoff run. You know, we had a good year that year. Randy Myers was our closer the whole year, and Rob and I were just right-handed, left-handed setup men. The odds of all three of us having a bad day at the same time were not good. So, you know, it allowed Rob and I to go out there and let it all hang out and to take chances, because I knew that if I got in trouble, they'd bring Rob in behind me. And Rob knew if he got in trouble, they could bring Randy in behind the both of them. So a really unique situation, having three guys in your bullpen that are legitimate closers. A pretty neat deal.
We've really enjoyed visiting with Norm this morning, but it looks like the weather wants to cut our days short. We'll try a couple more casts first to see if we can get hooked up with one more trout before calling it a day.
Oh, I think he's gonna be too small, but I'm gonna put him on a stick. This is a speckled trout. He is undersized, 14 inches, 14 and a half inches. They gotta be 15 to keep. Really good eating fish. Lots of different ways to cook them. As long as you don't overcook them, they're really good eating fish. Good white meat, sweet. There he is.
With nasty weather rolling in behind us, we're going to Nasty Boy Norm for the call on this day's fishing.
As you can look behind us, you see that big gray mass. Well, that stuff will get on you a lot quicker than you think. If there's lightning in it, that's a bad deal. So when you get weather like this coming, time to go.
Stick around for more real-time snapper fishing with Fat Cat Boatworks offshore of Corpus Christi, Texas, after these messages. Evolved from a history of racing, Fat Cat Boatworks bring performance racing to the avid angler. Fat Cat handcrafted American-made boats are designed for speed to get you to your favorite fishing hole before the competition. Fat Cat manufactures both inshore and offshore high-quality 100% composite, totally customizable, unique designs. And Fat Cat is the only boat available with the patent-pending hydraulic raised center console for spotting tournament-winning inshore flats fish schools, designed to elevate you to the podium. And Fat Cat proudly sponsors Real Time, where the pros hook up. Hey, you want to get to the spot first to be the first one to get a big trout or a big red? You better get one of these things and get there quick.
Let me tell you, folks, if you're tournament fishing, it's a Fat Cat, so you can be the first cat to your spot.
Fat Cat boats are available at Ron Hoover Marine and at fatcatboats.com. Welcome back to Real Time, where the pros hook up. Today we fish offshore in Texas state waters on a new 26-feet Fat Cat boat made to bring performance racing to the avid angler. It sure didn't take us long to make it offshore today, because these boats by Fat Cat will go as fast as you want to go. We're back offshore fishing with Captain West for snapper.
Hey Mark, that was fun talking to Norm, listening to him about his career. I'm going to drop these mullet back down, see if we can get on a snapper. What do you think about that That Nasty Boys deal.
Well, I'll tell you what, wasn't that neat? You talk about a character, fishing with Norm. What a great guy, man. What a great career. You know, you only dream about being involved in something like that. I mean, winning a World Series, having bobbleheads made about you in the Nasty Boys. Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Here we are. Looks like we're gonna drop down for some snapper right now. We got squid going on here. It's hard for him to turn that down. We're gonna get bit in a matter of seconds here.
Here he goes, here he goes.
I got one.
There you go. Oh, got him. A little bit better fish here.
Yeah.
I got off. Yeah, baby.
This is my grouper.
I got picked clean. Oh, yeah.
I felt a little grouperish. I think it's a good snapper. He's not agreeing with me, I'll give him that much.
Send one down, see if I can get hooked up too.
Ah, he gave up. Yeah.
A little more like it.
Might have to get the gaff.
Damn.
We start breaking out gas for snapper, man. We got serious issues.
Oh, baby, there you go.
That's good.
Now we're talking.
That's more what we're looking for there in that.
All right, now that's a snapper. That's what we're looking for. That shot. Isn't that a pretty fish? He's gonna look prettier in that fryer, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Take a look at that. That's what we're after right
That's
there.
what we're after.
All right. Hey, y'all stick around. This is real time. This is the real deal.
That boy, Mark. Put him in the box, baby.
It's our camera operator Brett's first trip offshore, and he wanted to catch a red snapper or two to take home to mom and dad. So I took over the camera for a bit. Well, wouldn't you know, he would go ahead and outfish me while I filmed him.
There you go. Hey, man, what'd you think? Nice job.
Yeah, man, that was awesome. First time out in the Gulf, never been offshore. First cast, hooked up on a nice snapper. Doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome, man. I tell you what, nothing's better when everybody catches fish.
Yeah, it's
Film crew, everybody gets on fish. These guys at Fat Cat, they know what to do, don't
they
they?
definitely know how to get us out here quick. Get us home, so appreciate it, guys.
That's awesome, man.
Well, Mark, it's a good day so far. We got the cameraman on the fish.
We did. He caught two. In fact. You know, I hope we realize.
Well, he's caught two bigger than me, so.
I don't know what to say. I'm really tired.
Well, I guess you should start filming again.
No, camera's heavier than this.
Nice snapper, brother.
Wow.
What a great day when we come out here and everybody catches fish, film crew, everybody. I mean, what an awesome trip. I just can't recommend this to you too much. You got to come down here. You got to try it. You got to swing by Fat Cat and check out the boats.
Let me tell you, folks, if you're tournament fishing, it's a Fat Cat, so you can be the first cat to your spot.
Oh, I'm getting ate up. Get you some, baby. Come on, hit that. I know you want it. Come on. Oh, there he is. Still got it.
You got it?
He ain't real big. I think Brett still got me. A little bit better than the other ones I caught earlier. But I don't think I'm gonna outfish Brett yet. Another baby. He ate it though. It's not a good day when the cameraman outfishes you.
There's the fish.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah. Fat Cat operation.
Tell you what, between listening to Norm talk about the World Series and pounding on these snapper, I'm a little worn out.
I hear you, brother.
We still got many to go, though.
Oh yeah, we're not limited out yet, but we're gonna get there. You gotta stick around. We'll be right back with Real Time and Fat Cat. We're gonna hook up.
Woo.
Evolved from a history of racing, Fat Cat Boat Works bring performance racing to the avid angler. Fat Cat handcrafted American-made boats are designed for speed to get you to your favorite fishing hole before the competition. Fat Cat manufactures both inshore and offshore, high-quality, 100% composite, totally customizable, unique designs. And Fat Cat is the only boat available with the patent-pending hydraulic raised center console for spotting tournament-winning inshore flats fish schools, designed to elevate you to the podium. And Fat Cat proudly sponsors Real Time, where the pros hook up.
Hey, you want to get to the spot first to be the first one to get a big trout or a big red? You better get one of these things and get there quick.
Let me tell you, folks, if you're tournament fishing, it's a Fat Cat, so you can be the first cat to your spot.
Fat Cat boats are available at Ron Hoover Marine and at fatcatboats.com. Real Time, where the pros hook up, is brought to you by the following sponsors. Fat Cat Boat Works in Corpus Christi, Texas, bringing performance racing to the avid angler. Power Pole Shallow Water Anchor, swift, silent, secure. Hook Spit, performance fishing rods and apparel. Coleman, outdoor gear for camping, hiking, and tailgating. Carhartt, durable outdoor and workwear. 13 Fishing, make your own look. And Costa Del Mar sunglasses, see what's out there.
Hey folks, welcome back to Real Time. Let me tell you, we have had one great day. Thanks to Shane and our good buddies out at Fat Cat. It was awesome fishing. We tore it up. But I tell you what, if you're looking up something, look up Fat Cat. We got out here in a heartbeat. And let me tell you, you're riding a Fat Cat, you're gonna be the first cat to your fishing hole.
That's right, man. It's been a great day. Pleasure to have Real Time aboard.
Awesome. Thanks for putting us on the fish. Hey, you know, yesterday we took that little tour and walking around, and to see where you started at scratch to what we're doing today.
You guys walked up perfect timing yesterday. We pulled out our first 38-foot V-hull. That boat's probably going to do 90 miles an hour on seas like this today. And this is a 26-footer. We got a Verado Mercury 400 on the back. We didn't do 87 miles an hour in 2-foot seas today, but man, we were blowing by big boats, that's for sure.
Yes, we were.
And we're building a high-quality boat, 100% composite, no wood, no rot, no chopper guns, not an ounce misplaced on these boats, man. It's true perfection right here. Hey, for more information, y'all go to fatcatboats.com.
This is Real Time. Fat Cat's the real deal.